Hey guys, it's Rad, and this is BEM Team Racing presents Off the Dirt. My guest at this time, I kept this one very silent because he is a big name in our racing community. He is Mr. Junkyard of Junkyard Racing, and he is the owner-operator of Unity Raceway, the rebuild. Joey Doyen, thank you for being here today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
You are a man with a very big career between racing, between track ownership. You've had so much going on, especially in the last couple of years of getting Unity off the ground again.
Yeah, we stay pretty busy. Right now we're just leasing it, but we're definitely working towards trying to buy the place. So that's
Yep.
our ultimate goal. So
Awesome. So, like I do with all my guests, we got to take this all the way back to the beginning because we need to know more of the what started you into racing. So, take us back for you. What started you into racing?
I'm gonna go ahead and blame my parents on this one. And Ralph, at an early age, my parents worked down at Unity,
Mm-hmm.
and so I was there from very little, and just seeing all the drivers. Back then, racing was booming, and just all the drivers along the way that took the time to talk to me and come check out my car or having pictures with them. Like I got a little trophy at the house, 1984,
Mm-hmm.
said to Joey from Unity Raceway. Moments like that, I was hooked.
Yep. So, your first time getting into a race car?
In 1995, so I worked on the cars of Mike Harner Sr.
Mm-hmm.
and Junior a lot. I kind of grew up Mikey's, which is close to home.
Yep.
And so at that time, and I'm still upset with the kids these days, they get in the pits early. We had to wait until I think it was 16 or something like that. But we was able to work around that a little bit. So in 95, I was working on the harnesses crew.
Mm-hmm.
And we went down there on a practice afternoon, and I got to hop in a 6-cylinder Charger car and some laps.
Yep.
So then that next year, that winter, we went to work. We was going to do one of Ralph's old kit cars, but at that time we had the Dodge Avenger body,
Mm-hmm.
and it didn't fit over the roll cage. The roll cage was really long on those
Yep.
because it had the dart body back
Mm-hmm.
then. And so we started redoing the cage and stuff on that. Then Kenny Porter and Doug Reed had a car sitting around, and they let us run that thing. It's all, the chassis is all done. So put that together. So in '96, I started out in the 6-cylinder Charger class at 15
Wow.
at Unity.
Yep. And that was back when it was still tar.
Yeah, it was. Well, it was hot top, so tar
Yep.
was on the roof. So.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I'm a favorite.
No, that's
So,
fine.
yeah.
You can bring in all the terminology.
We always throw that one out there.
Of course.
Yeah.
So, throughout the 90s, you run a different variant of classes other than the Chargers?
Yeah, so in '96 we did the Charger class, and the
Mhm.
following year was going to go to Speedway '95, and had to have a V8. So at that time, the limited class had a bunch of cars, and our car that we had didn't really fit the rules in it. But I believe it's called Sportsman class at that time, is the pro stocks, basically
Okay.
the highest division they had at the time, like 4 or 5 cars.
Yep.
So my dad, the way he was looking at it, the price to get 5th, 6th, or whatever in that class was like comparable to 2nd or 3rd in the limited class.
Mm.
Either way, we'd be getting seat time. So
Yep.
we picked up a different chassis, put it all together to run sportsman class. Well, it was all great. Everything was fine until we got there on opening day. It was like 15 and 16 of them.
Ooh.
So I'm talking like John Pippin, Boss Hogg, like Dave Sinclair, those guys, Pat Thibodeau. There was a bunch of them that were fast, like James Goodman. So I'm up there like trying to learn how to go around the track, barely up to speed, and these guys are going around me like
They're just
fast.
zipping right
So,
by.
I was 16, and we had an old manual rack because it was the cheapest thing we could get at the time. Got a good deal on it, and so at an early age, I kind of did the career backwards. I started with the bigger cars, and then
Mm-hmm.
went to the smaller cars, and then back into the bigger cars. But we had a lot of fun.
It's still not a bad thing, though, because you figure
No.
starting out and you start with a bigger car, it gets you actually more comfortable for the smaller ones.
Yeah.
So it's actually not a bad way to really start your
No.
career if you think about it.
No, and Dad had the right plan. It's just when we got there was a lot of cars.
Yeah.
It was like, oh,
That's when the nerves start setting in.
yeah, but the biggest thing with that is it made me learn car control,
Mm-hmm.
and then from that season, the following year, we went down to Wiscasset. We started getting a little more competitive, but was going down laps. But it made me hungry to do better because I
Mm-hmm.
was tired of getting laps down.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
learned car control, so I believe it was '98, I think it was. Scotch Buck took a nasty ride down the wall on the backstretch at Wiscasset,
Mm-hmm.
and he tried our car out. And the following week, Dad ended up taking down a Joel Tozier's power steering to it, swapped some springs and stuff. And then from that point on, I started getting a little bit faster,
Mm-hmm.
a lot more up to pace at that time.
Yeah, keeping up with the
Yeah,
top guys
so it
in
was
there.
getting better. So I ran pro stocks and I think right up until 2001. So, but in the year 2000, I got asked to leave Wiscasset. I kind of made a mistake and sent a car off the track. And,
Oops.
yeah. So we got asked to leave. So we went back to Unity with a pro stock, but at this time we had uh, one of Ralph's old Port City chassis, the Dodge, and we had his big dry sump engine in at this time. And then we went back to Unity. I think it was the second week back. I won the heat race and got fifth in the feature. And then we came back the following week, and I believe it was third. I had actually run down Matt Lee. He was unbeatable at the time. He was on a win streak of a lot. And we got a video of it. I'd come out of turn 2 and passed him. We got together, and I spun out. I remember my dad coming on the radio. He's like, because I was 18 at the time, I think it was. He's like, well, you showed you could run with the best, and whatever. Like, geez, Dad, the race ain't over yet.
Yeah.
And we ended up coming back up through, I can't remember if it was second or third. I almost think it was third place. But so there was 2 different weeks there, right back, pretty much back to back. So the first week, I think it was Matt Lee, Steve Nelson, and I. And then the next time was Matt Lee, Gary Thorne, and I, top 3. So, to, first top 3 with those guys, that meant a lot. So we had gotten that third and then went to Ralph's other track up in Canada, to Moment A, and then came back and got another top 3. So, I mean, that was pretty huge to finally get a top 3. It's like, wow, I can do this.
Oh, yeah.
And you're racing the best of the best. Like, back those days at Unity, you had, I don't know, 10 guys that could win, and they were drivers that wanted to win, like Steve Nelson, Matt Lee, Bub Raven, Dean Fuller, George Fernal. When you were lined up with them guys, you had to pay attention to what you were doing.
Oh, yeah. Because when you got guys that have been doing it for years, professional level, and you're coming in with only X amount of years behind the wheel there, it's like, again, the jitters kick in, but at the same time, too, you got to watch yourself on the track when these guys can come flying up around you on the outside out of nowhere.
Oh, yeah.
And those are the things that could, especially for new drivers, that's something that could shock someone and, put them in a panic, but it's like those are the moments that you need to be ready for when you're out on that track.
Right.
It's like you can't really have your head on a swivel other than you're looking at your rear view, who's coming up behind you, or else you hear that motor come roaring up beside of you, then you know.
Oh, yeah, it was a good time. So it had a lot of engine. That engine had some big power.
Yep. So pretty much through the 2000s, just here, there, and everywhere, mostly on tracks.
Yeah, pretty much like a little bit of Wiscasset, and then 2001 area was went over to Speedway again in a limited class, dropped back a little bit. 2002, I think it was. So then winter of 2002, I picked up we had a nice engine. Bob Bailey had built us, Chevy engine stuff. Thing was stout. I wrecked the car down to Oxford in the fall of 2002, and we picked up another one cheap from my brother-in-law, and went to Speedway 2003. I got second opening day.
Nice.
And then I had a chance at a win and got wrecked, one of them things, but I weren't even upset about it. I was just like, I was, but not real bad. I was like, geez, I was that close from getting my first win. And then wasn't long after that, I actually did get my first win. I had to beat Dave St. Clair to do it. So And back then, you couldn't pick which groove you had on the restart. I had like 3 or 4 restarts, and I was on the bottom, which is the hard groove. Up the Speedway, and I actually pulled off the win with him. So that was huge.
Yeah, definitely big.
When you first race to beat Dave St. Clair, that's doing something. He don't let anybody win. So
No. If you want that win, you definitely got to be fighting for it. That's for sure.
Exactly. You definitely don't want to be slipping up with him on the outside either.
Exactly. So pretty much just leading up to you leasing out Unity, what's going on in probably the couple years prior before you decided to pick Unity up?
Well, mostly I was kind of, my personal life, I was kind of getting out of hand a little bit. So the racing, I was kind of spotty and part-time. 2016, we had a phenomenal year. I won, I can't even remember how many races. I had 5 races in my late model, bought a car from Ralph, won with that, ran a street stock, for my father-in-law that year. First time in that car, I won. Then I ran Ralph's Pro Stock at the Long John, won with that.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's like 7 or 8 wins that year. 3 of them were cars that I hadn't even been in. One with the first time, so that was a heck of a year.
Mm-hmm.
And then the following year, I picked up a few wins, and then 2018, I was just kind of part time in it basically.
Yeah.
Tried some pro stock stuff, but right before leasing the track, I actually had picked up a ride. We went down to Hickory, down with a pass race with a guy, and raced down there, the Easter Bunny race. Had a couple. We ran 2 races down there, so
Mm-hmm.
that was really really huge, and it was a good turning point to get myself refocused where I needed to be in life and racing and all that. But I had actually taken a little break out of the seat because I didn't belong in a race car for a while. So
Yeah. Understandable.
Just,
you know, things do happen in life.
yeah. And I had a lot of great people around me, so it was kind of like, hey, smarten up.
Yep.
And but then the Unity sat there, and that was eating me up. It was like tearing me up.
Yeah. When did Unity close down again? Because it eludes me. When
It was 2017.
2017.
Yeah.
Okay, so they closed down, and
Yeah.
that was the end of it.
Yeah, it's honestly a shame, really, that George's Fernal's health went the way it did, because he'd had the track going that much sooner, and then with his knowledge of running a racetrack already, I mean,
Yeah.
it would have fired right off and been great right out of the gate. I have no doubt about it. He did well running the track when he was there, raced for him for quite a few years,
Yeah.
so he would have had that knowledge to bring to the table. Once he got the track built, he would have been, or he already would have known what to do
Yeah.
after that. But unfortunately, his health went. But it was a shame seeing some of the stuff that people are writing on Facebook and stuff about it. They're bashing him and Ralph about the whole deal, or ruining the track, and the track's gone. But like, thinking about it from George, like, those everyday life things that he couldn't even do,
Right.
and here they are bashing him about all that. Well,
And
yeah,
it wasn't anything that had to do with him.
he couldn't. His health was gone. Like, the man is down and out, and they didn't care. People on Facebook, that's how they are, because they all know it all. And so a couple other people had tried doing some stuff with it, and then I think, not saying anything bad, whatever. It is what
Right.
it is with people, but sometimes I think people want to reinvent the wheel. It's like overlooking like what's there. Like, when we went down right when COVID started, Ralph, I had to swap out an engine for Ralph on an old Ram Charger he had.
Mm-hmm.
And I walked around the track. It's like, it's all right here. It's just hard work. Reading Facebook, like, it's all destroyed and gone, and it's going to take $1 million in deep pockets. Well, I got deep pockets because you're going to be searching for a minute to find something in there. But
Yeah.
it's just hard work. So I bugged Ralph for, geez, I don't know how long. I think he honestly probably got tired of his phone going off. It's just like, just do it.
Right.
But it's all right there. But I remember at that time, I think it was on one of the Unity pages there, the old memories or something.
Yeah.
Some people going on it one week. So this was before the Hickory trip. We had already had a loader out there, and I took the piles and pushed them down in the ditch that used to be down on the edges.
Mm-hmm.
And I talked Ralph into letting me have a winter race. And so this particular week, this guy on there, well, nothing's happening with the track. Ralph won't let anything happen with the track. He won't let anything do anything, or this and that, going off, shitting on Ralph and saying the track's destroyed. And so I got on there and I'm like, so at what point does what age does dirt go bad anyway?
I didn't know that dirt had an expiration.
Right. And he's like, oh, and then like saying that Ralph doesn't care about the track and nothing's ever going to happen there. It's like, you don't even realize I've already taken about 5 laps with my old freaking Chevy that I had 3/4 ton thing there. Freaking already turned some laps with it. It's like, you don't even realize, like, in their mind, they're thinking it's still got all the piles of hot top and stuff. It's like,
The track was pretty much deteriorating at that point.
yeah, it could have been fixed as far as the hot top concerned. They could have tuned it up. But,
Yeah.
they had a vision. Ralph had a vision. George had a vision. And, I think it's working all right now. I mean,
So the whole idea to turn it into a dirt track, who was behind that one? Was that all you, or was that?
no, that was George and Ralph.
That
That
was
was
George
already.
and Ralph?
Yeah, the track was already torn up before I got there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
all big piles of hot top. And then,
So they had the vision to change it to the dirt track,
Yeah.
and this is pretty much where you ended up coming in.
right, yeah, with just all the big piles. Like I said, that winter we'd had it so you could turn laps around it, and then I had that opportunity to go to Hickory and race.
Mm-hmm.
Ralph's like, if you don't go down and race that car, you're an idiot. You know, the track will be there when you get back. So things kind of slowed up a little bit, and we didn't have the winter race. Then we started working the spring of 21. We come to an agreement on the lease deal, and then I went to work.
Yep. And you put a lot of hard work. You had a good crew with you, and you got that track up and running.
Yeah,
pretty fairly quickly.
So we started. Was it May or June? I think. At that time I'd gotten done paving. I didn't do anything but the track stuff at that point, and um, I think it was October. I believe it was October. Matt Rickards come over and turned the first laps on it. We had it close enough. We didn't have any clay down. This is kind of like a sandy clay type of stuff that was down there first.
Yeah.
And we was able to turn some laps. Then we had that trunk or treat, first trunk or treat, and Jason Porter, Ryan Kristen, and another guy came up with actual dirt cars, turned some fast lap. And then we had the old coupes that come over and race like once a month.
Oh yeah,
Tom Clark, them guys.
Yep, the old bombers.
Yeah,
I love those cars.
Those things are cool. So they brought those over during that trunk or treat, and we turned laps. So like that was a big day for everybody. Like Unity has cars turning laps again. You know?
Yeah,
like, that was huge.
I mean, you opened up the track and people started showing up.
Yeah,
guys wanted to race.
Yeah, 2022. I honestly can't remember the date now, but
yeah, you started 22 part-time schedule, as I recall.
Yeah.
Starting
Sundays.
Yep, feeling it out to see, car counts. And you were getting really good car counts at the beginning of it.
Day was pretty wild. I weren't ready for that at all.
Holy
moly. Like, I mean, as much as I used to tell track owners, every once in a while I still do, but I'm pretty good now about it. But, like, all them years telling track owners, Delamere mostly, like, how he should run his track and everything. But then it's like, cars are coming in. It's like, well, now you got to make it all happen. Like,
exactly.
It's different. It is different being on that side of it all.
And, I mean, you've done such an amazing job with Unity from starting it up in 22, 23, 24. You're getting the cars coming in. You started the points in 24. But every opening day, you're having, better than 100 cars showing up now?
Yeah, it's right around that. Yeah.
Because, I mean, for the opening days that we've been there, it's always a full pit.
Yeah, it's wild.
And right during the season, still full pits, 75 at least showing up.
Yeah, it's very impressive how many people are coming, weekly. The stands have been getting better and better, but we're gaining on the track every week. We try to do a little better with the track. I think we're getting there, starting to get our feet on the ground pretty well.
Absolutely.
Just during the season though, seeing the racing, the drivers, the shows that they put on, like who wouldn't want to come watch that?
Oh right, yeah.
Today's world racing, there's times when you see single file racing for whatever reason, but I don't know how many times last year seeing people 4 or 5 wide down the backstretch wondering how they're gonna make it to turn 3, and they are. Like, that's exciting.
That's thrilling to watch when those guys just drop the flag in 4 wide instant. It's like, what are you doing?
It's wild. I actually can watch races now.
Yeah, that's a plus.
I'm getting there all the time.
Yeah, I know, especially the kids. They're always the future of our racing and whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
I know it's always been nerving for you to watch them, out there racing and whatnot, because those kids will put on a wild show in the team class.
I don't know how many nights. There was more nights than not that they were the race of the night.
Oh yeah, but those kids have always been amazing. Watching them go out there. I mean, they had quite a few teams this year.
There was a stacked field.
Yeah,
and pretty much every one of them could win. Obviously, you got your rookies that are just starting out, but I mean, it's amazing to see how quick they pick it up. But for me, the teen class, it's really neat because, like, it's the start of it all, but like, their future is endless. They can go anywhere. Like, to me, if they coming over here, starting out on the dirt, and then watching them progress wherever they go racing, it's neat to see where they go. It's
exactly.
Like,
that's the one thing about the dirt, that every lap is always different.
It is.
Unless you are that much of a good veteran to find that one path that is always going to change as you're driving. And I've seen a lot of drivers that can do it. Yeah. They can hold a line on there.
Oh, yeah.
Even when that track's changing conditions.
Yeah.
For me, it's like, that pothole's there. I'm going to miss it. And no, I'd still...
What pothole? There ain't no potholes.
Actually, I still...
That remember, 1 week. No.
Yeah. I still remember the night, and it was back in 23. Jeff Richards had Herbie. And that crater opened up between 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And when I watched Herbie go airborne that night, I'm like, I didn't know this was Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah, that first summer we had the turn 1 crater. Car would go in there and about disappear.
Yes.
It was pretty big. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Derby there a couple times. That thing would get some air.
oh boy, would it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's about the only downfall when it comes to the dirt is you've always got to battle the potholes.
Yeah, we've gotten a pretty good handle on that. The big thing is having the clay. We have the
Yeah,
clay there. I'm really confident that it stays pretty well. So
yeah,
what happens if you get thin on the clay, then it goes down and it's just like a dirt road. There's nothing there to stay, so it just pounds down through. But
right. And
we've definitely gotten them a lot smaller over the years. So
yeah, yeah, definitely was holding up a lot better this year from
yeah,
what I was seeing when we came out there. So yeah,
yeah,
you're on the right track for
we're getting
that.
there. Yeah,
Yeah.
Doug Wickham, he came up. I met him 2 years ago. He helped out on the sprint car weekend, and he did again this past week, past season, because go kart racing got scheduled on that same Saturday.
Hmm.
That was convenient. So luckily, I had Doug come up to prep the track up. He's just got so much experience at it. And then each time he's up or around, I can watch him doing things, and then he'll explain some things to me, and then I just apply it.
Yep.
It's just no different than anything. The more you do it, the more you learn. But I
And
mean,
that's all it is a learning experience.
yeah. And then when I get out there and race a little bit, I can feel it out different from behind the wheel. So I'm planning on doing that more next season too. So for the
Awesome.
season coming. So
Yeah, I mean, for the name that you've established, I mean, you have drivers that are coming from out of state to come up and run Unity,
it's really wild.
including the Scones.
Yeah.
Getting those guys to come up was a big pull for Unity
Yeah, it was.
because you were filling the stands when those guys showed up, and watching them go around the track, it just blows my mind how those guys can race those things.
Yeah, I mean, some of the heat races or whatever. I think we had lap times like 14.7. I think I saw 14.9, 14.7.
Yeah.
Like that's moving. Like that's that. I don't. I'm not sure what the record was with the pro stocks back in the day on hot top, but they
Hmm.
weren't much different than that. So.
Yeah. I know every time I watch those guys race, I have to look into turn 3 because it's like I can't see nothing coming this way other than a big field of dirt.
Yeah, that's where I'm headed. Actually, that's my goal. It's a big one to go to, but once I tried out that minivan at Zats, I made the mistake of that. Now I got a whole fleet of cars. But it's fun behind the wheel. Like it is so cool doing the dirt deal. Tom told me years ago when we got started, he goes, thing with dirt racing, you're almost racing the track more than you are the guy beside you.
Hmm.
And there's a lot of truth to that. Now I'm seeing it more and more. Like you could have somebody way out on the field, and then they get in the corner too hard and get up in the loose stuff, and the guy capitalizes. I think that's exciting for the fans.
Oh
I know
yeah.
it is for me. But so I ran that late model at the Long John, and I ended up getting another chassis from the guy that wins a lot when he comes up,
Hmm.
and that's a real fast car. I've got most of the stuff to put it together now, except for the time. But so my plan, we're gonna try to have them at least a couple times a month, the late models again. So
Yep.
I'm gonna run there, and then I also want to travel to Bear Ridge as much as I can.
Oh
So
yeah.
I just think that my time at another dirt track, I can watch what they're doing down there, and also seat time in the car.
Hmm.
What I learn in behind the wheel, I can apply to the track. I think that will help bring the track to another level.
Oh, 100%.
You know, it's not where I want it to be, but it's never going to be. Like you could have flat, perfect, no dust, awesome grip, and I'm still going to see something that could be better.
Right.
You know, that's just how I am.
But the way you look at it now, from when you started till now, you see how much you and your whole crew have progressed Unity
Oh
from
yeah,
what it started at.
yeah,
And you look at it now and
it's
the
awesome.
following.
Yeah,
It's been amazing. The fans are coming out, the
yep.
drivers are showing up.
It's cool seeing like so many of the old faces, the old Unity faces in the pit area again.
Yeah.
You know, it's neat because you know whatever the surface is, it's still Unity Raceway.
Yeah.
You know,
It still holds so many memories.
yeah, you know, in like you talked about the Scone series, you know, I tried that car out, and I want to race one someday.
Yep.
That's my goal, but I gotta get there. That's wild.
Yeah.
It is very wild.
It's very tight fit and you're sitting right on
No
top of
way
the
to
rear end.
No way to explain it other than it is just amazing. So I'd like to do that. But thing with that group that I like most is they're just like all of us. They just want to race and have fun.
Yep.
And what they do, they offer to help different teams go on the trailer, grab a tool. But like the thing that they comment the most is the pit area. Like them and then the other outsiders that we get come up,
Mm-hmm.
they compliment the pit area on like the atmosphere.
Yeah.
And people are helping each team. Like they'll see teams helping each other, get out on the track just to try to beat each other.
Yeah.
You know, and you don't have that lots of times. You know, I mean, it's
Right.
racing, you're competitive, but that's something that I'm very proud of is the atmosphere in the pit area. I mean,
Yeah.
pretty good chance none of us going to make money at it, so we must well have fun while we're there. You know, and
Hey, and that's what it's all about.
you know, we're back to grassroots racing. Just go out there. You know, we're all hooked into it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
There ain't no getting out of it. I tried a
Right.
couple times, so
So yeah, so you've been growing classes. Obviously, last season you came out with the minivans. You came out with the rookie class. And as just announced now on Facebook, you're bringing back the Powder Puff division.
yeah, we're gonna actually just call it the same thing, but we're gonna call them the ladies class.
Okay, so back to the ladies class. Yep.
Yeah, gonna do that. In judging by the numbers and the message I'm getting, a lot of people wanting to run them every week.
Yep.
And from the races that they had last year, as you know, you were part of it. The racing was awesome.
Oh, it was.
You had cars all the way around the track.
Yeah.
Like,
Those
was
ladies
impressive.
put on an amazing show. That
They
was
did.
awesome. And, you know, having Bam back out there to race this year,
That was sweet.
that was great having her to represent our team, be back on the track again. Because, like I told you, beginning of the year, I just, there's no way we could swing the cost of the new electronics. I understand that it's easier to have a transponder than have someone spotting the track.
Right.
And yeah, it was a downfall for us, but we're taking it as a rebuilding for us.
Yep.
That we can refocus. We've got a couple new cars that we're building up, and
Sweet.
we're planning to come back with 4 cars next year
Nice.
for our team and be back
Sweet.
running Unity every week.
Yeah.
But no, we were very happy to hear ladies are going to be coming back. Bam is ecstatic about that. She's thrilled. She's going to have a new car. We have not revealed it yet, though.
Nice.
But she's got a new car. The Tercel is gone.
Oh yeah.
It lived out its days.
Oh yeah.
She's got a new one.
Yeah.
Soon we'll be doing a reveal on that.
Nice.
Dom's going to be coming back. He's going to be running Fast Fours with me and Spud.
Sweet.
So I got to
That'd be
get
a good time.
Oh yeah.
You guys will have your hands full trying to beat him.
Don't remind me. Don't remind me. He's gonna he's gonna be Mr. Oh, I'm gonna stay ahead of you guys.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see how it goes in the track, buddy.
No, and we get the cost, but it's just everything that comes with those transponders is just it's better for everybody, really. But
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. I'm a low dollar racer. When I go racing, I get the cost of it all. It's a tough battle there, but
Yeah.
we've seen it's been really nice though. Like there was I think 3 teen races that was decided by like and I'm not good at math, but the 0.0 something of a second.
Oh yeah.
Like, that's close. Like
the way it's clocking
Yeah.
each one of their times when they hit the line. There.
Right. And something I've heard from a lot of teams, and I didn't even think about it before we did this, but like they can compare, like when they make an adjustment on the car or whatever and go out and race it, they can look at their lap times now and compare.
See if they've done
faster or
improvement
slower.
whatnot,
Same thing like me when I put a hot setup in there. I usually slow down and go back to what I had originally. But
Yeah.
once in a while I mess up and hit a fast one, but
Yeah. It was great seeing you running on your own track.
that's fun.
Seeing you out there. I'm gonna try not to show you boys up. I remember those words coming out of your mouth.
Oh, we have a good time. I mean, we're there for entertainment.
Oh yeah.
The biggest thing, the willpower when my truck was down, I borrowed my dad's caravan. I'm not sure 4 years ago, I'd have been able to not race that one. At least a couple laps. That was hard to pull off the track.
Oh yeah. I can
But
imagine.
that class is a lot of fun. We're gonna have to feel that out the springtime. Thinking probably come out of the gate with a couple non-points races, let everyone get their cars straightened out, see where we're at with car counts. So with the other classes, added classes, whatever, that's gonna be another thing is trying to schedule everything up.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to be there too late. But some guys like the every other week thing, and then with car counts, and I think with Tim and I, we'll be able to come up with a good solution. Tim's real smart with all that stuff. So.
Yep. Well, it sounds like you guys have a great plan coming into the 2026 season, and I'm excited for it. I'm hoping we're all going to be out there in time.
Yeah.
Winter's definitely the month to be working on race
It
cars.
sneaks up quick though. Geez, you think you have all kinds of time.
Yeah, trust me, my Honda motor's still sitting in pieces right now. I haven't even touched it since the whole unfortunate with Get Her Done getting shut down.
Yeah.
And it's like my ambition is like, well, that motor can just sit there now, and it literally has just sat in my garage. It's like I really got to find my ambition. I got to get this thing going. We need to get back into racing.
Ambition's hard some days, especially during the winter. It's like when it's cold. It's
Too
hard to
cold,
get.
yes.
I actually have to put sleeves on sometimes.
You looked very unusual wearing a dress shirt at the banquet. It's like, that's not the same Joey.
Yeah.
As soon as you took it off, though, it's like, oh, okay, now we got the right Joey.
He's still there, yeah. No, I usually bundle straight up hard this time of year. Freaking be on the pavement all the time. It's hot, so when I climb off that, when I get home at night or whatever, I'm all bundled right up. Wife's got AC and windows open. Turn the heat on. Yeah, it's usually a battle when I want to have the wood stove going quick, but.
So one more topic. Are you thinking about doing any special races again, like the flagpole that you did?
We definitely want to do that. Again, the time on the race nights is hard.
Right.
But honestly, I would like to see something new every week. You know, one of those every week would be awesome for me.
Yeah.
And I'm getting now where settled into watching racing. And I've been asked about it for years and years and years. And we actually offered it last year. No one came out to it, but we're going to dig the ramp out.
The jump ramp.
Yeah, we're going to dig that out, bring back a ramp race.
Nice.
Yeah, at some point.
That'll get some drivers excited for that one.
Yeah, everyone's been wanting it for a while, and I think the track's good enough now that we can, it'll take that. So, I mean, it's not like we're going to try to do a long jump contest or anything. I think that would be where it really gets stove up. But
well, yeah.
One side of the car, it shouldn't really be that bad.
Right.
The track's locked in good. So.
Yeah. You want to shout out to any sponsors that have helped you, Unity, etc. along the way?
Sure.
I mean, this is going to be, I know it's probably a long list, but if there's any that you want to...
I'd just like to say it as simple as thank you to everyone that did sponsor us. The only problem is so many people. Like, I don't want to leave anybody out.
Right.
And I mean, I could have a list right here. And there's such a huge list. Like, way back to the beginning days when we were trying to get the track going. Like, I'd borrow money to get fuel in the truck to get down there and put fuel in. We had a company that took care of the fuel and the equipment for us, but like getting down there,
yeah,
I was borrowing money to get fuel, working during the week and stuff on there, and it was pretty wild. People like donate fence poles, like cedar trees for the fence because 520 feet of the fence out by the road or something like that. There's a lot of people that stepped up, borrowing trailers and like at different times. Well, Mike Lancaster was there right from day one. Basically, a guy that does a water truck most of the time now. He was out there helping labor-wise, but then at different times, different people would show up. Like one day, we had every piece of equipment going. It was really moving some material. The boys from Kevin Seekins, them guys, Trundy, and Chris Mabello, but then Courtney Cole came over one day. She was running the excavator. And Chad was running the dump truck, dumping the material, and I was on the dozer.
Yeah.
Like lots of hours out there getting that stuff. But it's easy to look back like, well, I should have done it like this. And
yeah. Hindsight's 20/20.
Yeah. But overall, I'm really happy with things. I'm pretty proud of where we're at now, getting our feet on the ground, starting to get settled in it. The things that come with racing, you just gotta shrug it off.
Yep.
That's how it's gonna be. Not everyone's gonna be happy.
You always have the good, the bad, and the ugly.
You do. But we're very blessed with our pit area.
Yeah.
Like, people understand things, but like, we have upset drivers on calls, and I'll let them vent. And most of the time, they're like, sorry for that. I'm just sorry. That's how you feel.
Yeah.
I'm a race car driver, and let them get it out of the system. And then next week, they're ready to go on.
Yep.
Like, they get it. But another thing too, Bodine was great about it last year. Our other flagman, Tim, this year, they'll wait for drivers. If a call had to be made, like someone get sent to the pit or something, they'll explain things out. To me, that goes a long ways. People, the person that made the call, explain it out why they made the call, and then usually things are calmed right down before the people even leave.
Yep.
The driver last year got warned a couple times, and then he was upset, which he apologized for being upset with me. I was like, it's just how you feel. I'm off the track. Like, I don't take it personally. It's just how you feel. And
right.
By the time they all talked about it, everything was all good, and he understood it. And you're just trying to win. So,
yeah.
You're gonna have the guys are sending it, trying to beat the other time. Sometimes you get into them.
Yep. Exactly. It happens.
Tim just has a way of going about it, finding himself and calls, and just how he treats people. Like, this He laid back.
Yeah.
The crew really fired as a team. I learned a bunch from Tim. He's been around and done it. You
Yeah.
know, I've seen him race for years before I even started racing. To have somebody on the team like that has been there and done it at Unity also, you know,
Right.
that's really huge to have that. I mean, we all learn from him, you know. And there's quite a few times I'd come on the radio, you know, I'd have my radio on me or whatever, and somebody'd call or something, you can hear him over in the scorer's tower, judge's tower, freaking laughing. Like, it'd take a couple minutes for him to get calmed down from laughing to be able to answer me back.
Yeah.
That's a good feeling.
Yeah.
I like that, you know. Like,
Exactly.
none of these people have to do that. Like, they choose to. Like, some of them will work at two other tracks and have full-time jobs, but they care about the sport, want to be there to help us out, help make the track work. You know?
Yeah.
If I didn't have all those people, we wouldn't have it. You know, they're the real superheroes. Like, it means a lot to me when people are thanking us for doing what we're doing and doing the track and stuff. But to me, doing the prep work and stuff, like, that's fun. I enjoy that. So, you know, there's some days when I get done paving, it takes a lot to get down there to do it, just because I'm already spent by the time I get home. But once I get on the equipment and get doing that, that's fun to me. That's relaxing. But like on race day, that's to me is the real hard part. You know, like the gate guys getting people in there and doing the lineups and getting the cars on the track, flagging and scoring, all that stuff. To me, that's hard. That's a lot. Like, you don't really understand that until you see the behind the scenes. Like, those are the superheroes. You know, like my wife doing all the food. Like, but the people that make those races happen on race day, to me, like, those are the heroes. Like, if we didn't have them, those races wouldn't happen. And all you guys that come through that gate, you know, if we didn't have the cars, we wouldn't have the racing.
Right.
You know, and I think that's something that does help. You know, having myself and Tim, like, we're racers. We ain't no different than you guys. So that helps a lot because I understand it from your point of view, from a racer's point of view. You know, I get it from that side of it all. So.
It's a hand-in-hand thing. You
is.
gave the people a place to race, and the racers appreciate the hard work that you and your crew have always done to give them a place to do that.
Yeah, I think that's something that makes the track so special is because we built it together, really.
Yeah.
Because you needed cars out there to figure out what I had to do to the track.
Yep.
We all did it right from the beginning, learning. We were learning on that side of things, and people were learning the dirt side. You know, we had quite a few dirt races coming over from Get It Done and from the beginning, but
right.
A lot of the drivers we have now were hot top guys.
Yeah, you have a lot of those guys that do the dual tracks there.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's impressive.
They can be there on a Friday night, turn around, and they have to drive to another track Saturday morning, get ready to go again.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
I'm like, I'm wiped after a 40-hour day of work, and it's like I'm thinking, you're driving to a track, race, load up, now drive X amount of hours if you have to, if you're going to another state, and then you're gonna race another track, and then you got to race again Sunday. I'm like, hi. Like, we're strictly dirt, so
yeah, it's awesome. I love it. Just drive her in and hang on.
That's pretty much all you can do.
Yeah, and like you said, you never know from lap to lap.
I touched on it a few times with people, but that was like my first long john in 23 that I ended up planting my car right on the side that race. And poor Spud was coming up behind me. He didn't even realize it was me on my side. And he sees the red flag, locks his brakes up, puts his nose right into the bank. He's looking over. Oh, I wonder who that is. He didn't realize it was me just sitting there in the car on my side. I'm like, oh, that was fun. But I can tell you, it was like watching slow motion, and you can imagine the obscenities that were coming out of my mouth at that time. It's like, oh, let's not do that again.
Yeah, it comes with racing.
Oh, it does.
So we try to still got to see some rest.
Oh, of course, you know.
Racing is just unreal. Like, I remember back to the Facebook thing there, people running them all. Well, you're gonna have a real dirt track, real dirt cars, and real dirt drivers. Well, we've got all of that. The thing is our drivers that we have every Friday night. I'm not talking Scone or any of the. I'm talking our drivers. There's people out there that think they're not real dirt drivers. Come try to beat them. I'll pay you pit pass. Try to beat them.
Courteous to each other.
That's one of my favorite things. Like, parents will send me a picture. Like, one of them will be changing his tire, and I'll get a picture of 3 or 4 or 5 of them all helping on that one vehicle.
they go out there and race the crap out of each other. Like,
Mhm.
don't want to let the other one by, but it's a clean racing.
Yeah.
You know, that's what you're out there for. You're trying to beat each other. Like 3 or 4 wide battles we've seen with them. That's
Not many, but again, they keep it clean, they keep it tight, they keep it professional.
Yeah.
You know, that's the biggest thing. That's our future coming up in the race. Well, anything else you wanted to touch on?
Stay tuned for the winter racing.
You posted on Unity, Unity Facebook page.
Yes, yeah,
Unity
we'll be
Raceway
doing
with
that.
the
We gotta come up with some dates. I know Hudson's got a race in January. Quicker.
Without 4 Fridays of rain in a row.
Right, that'd be nice.
that really dampened the beginning of the season
Yeah,
for you.
should have wrote it down. We're gonna do a springtime car show,
Okay.
like second, third week in May. Beginning of May. Start in May, most likely.
Yep.
Car show, getting everyone together.
Awesome. I want to thank my guest, Joey Doyen.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for showing up. So go on to the Facebook site, Unity Raceway the Rebuild, and you can see all the updates that are going to be posted throughout the season. And
We're all here because we ain't all there.
that's right. There's the ending line that I needed right there. Yeah, thank you, Joey, for your time. I appreciate it. And we'll be seeing you at the track this year. And
Sounds great.
Catch up with you with the camera, of course.
Perfect.
All right. Until then, guys, we'll catch you in the next one.